on this awesome tablecloth, it has this kind of a yellowy stain. It's not bad, but so we're going to try to cover up the stain with pink dye. If you want to know what art teachers do in the summer, then make sure that you're following, because this is a new series I have started, and it is how art teachers spend their summer. So step one, you are going to buy some Rit Dye, whatever color. You're going to need to kind of think about color theory with this. So I got rose quartz. You're going to boil 3 gallons of water. It said on the package, and all this information is on the package. They wanted it to be 140 degrees, so I went ahead and got out my candy thermometer, and I'm right at 140. So it's not actually boiling at 140, but it's really hot. The next step is you're going to do 1 cup of regular table salt. All right, 1 cup of regular table salt, and I'm doing this after the water's already hot. And then I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of dish soap. And this is all on the packaging. Okay. Then I'm going to put on gloves. You do really need to be careful with dye. The whole point is that it's staining. It's going to stay on the clothes, so just be aware. Now's not the time to try on your wedding dress for this craft, although that could be a series. This is a very camp counselor moment. Also, it is the epitome of, if you are an art teacher, you think you can do anything. Have I done this before? I mean, I've dyed things before. Get all that out. All right, now I'm going to just make sure this is stirred up, incorporated, if you will. Obviously, when you're doing this, you want to use stainless steel. You do not want to do anything that can get stained. You can also do this in a plastic bucket. Once you get the water hot, you can transfer it to a plastic bucket if you don't have a big enough pot. So I am a little bit hotter than 140. So I'm going to turn down my water, and I'm going to put my fabric in. So already I love it. Okay. And if it doesn't work, I already used it for what I was intending to use it for. You ready? What if it overflows? I'm putting it in. This is going to be good. I already love it. I already love it. Look. First of all, this is going to be cuter anyway. I'm going to burn my fingers for you. Look how cute this is going to be, you guys. Now, according to the container, I need to stir this for 30 minutes. So I'm going to put on my emotional support TV show, also known as Law and Order. And I like the old ones. Well, I like all of them. And so now I just have to stir it constantly for 30 minutes. I already love it, you guys. Look how good this is going to look. I should have done this before my daughter's Shirley Temple party. But you do need to keep stirring it, because you don't want there to be like a section where for some reason it isn't getting touched by the dye. So, all right, 30 minutes. I finished boiling or soaking my fabric for 30 minutes in this stock pot, and then I poured off the water. I rinsed it with cold water until when you squeeze it, the water comes out clear. Once you're to this point, you can put it in the regular washing machine, and when it's in, and then see how it turns out. I am obsessed. I think it turned out great. I'm looking for the stains. This looks great. Do you guys even see any stains? I did it, you guys. So, you guys need to be Rit dyeing. All right, I'm gonna go put this in the washing machine. Are you guys ready to see the finished result? You're not ready. It looks so good. All right, I'm putting it on my kitchen table. Look at her. That is so cute. I like it better. All right, you go right ahead and try to find the stain on this adorable tablecloth now. Look how good she looks. I love that pink color. It looks perfect in my house because I've got pink in my rug, and I'm so happy I did this. All right, I just have to reset up all of my table stuff. I've got this awesome piece of pottery that was made by one of my students. Look at that. Isn't it perfect? With the gauge, the octopus, and then it has a nice note to me on the bottom. From Eros to Mrs. Wright, an amazing mug for an even more amazing art teacher. Anyway, I keep this on my kitchen table. She does great. That plant does great right there. Then we've got salt and pepper and red pepper flakes. I feel like we could upgrade. That could be a good side project. We need to upgrade this container. All right, so put that on the side quest list. And then I have my Longaberger basket for my napkins. Is it just what you wanted it to turn out like? I like a basket. I like a weird piece of art. I like a plant. I like my new tablecloth. What stain? Actually, you can see it right there.